Who knows how to get all the people?
Try that.
All right. How do you go on mute? Good. I don't know how.
All right, boys. So I muted everybody for right now while we get everybody on. This way until we get everybody situated and all that stuff, but everybody's on mute right now. If you want to come off, you can easily go into your square. Coach. What's up, buddy? All right, so let me.
Fake friends.
Nico, why are you on my screen?
Huh?
Get off of my screen.
Wait. Hi, how do I activate the video?
We have a few more guys. How are we looking, guys, with everybody getting connected?
Mine doesn't work. Mine always changes. You can't see people on
What are you doing, Carlos?
Marty, we good?
Hold back. Last
Comment on fait pour mettre mute?
So the only one I muted, Marty, I muted yours, but I'm not getting any feedback on it. So we'll see.
I'm on mute.
There we go now here, yeah. Yeah, we got everybody else mute-wise for now.
There's no mute?
Connie, that's awesome, man. That'd be awesome if your face got stuck like that.
What do you do?
All right, boys. I think we've got everybody.
Okay, pin.
All right, boys. So I muted everybody again. Let's just make sure everybody stays muted so we don't get the echo back. Obviously, right now, boys, with session 1, we're going to get used to things, right, as we're moving along. We'll get going. We'll figure it out. But the big thing, guys, in the classroom, right, where we're at now, is guys staying quiet, right? That's going to be a big part of it. So this way we can make sure that guys can hear instructions, what's going on. when we don't have to be quiet. Obviously, we don't have to be quiet. But let's make sure, again, we don't want to get the echo back and all that stuff and go from there, all right? So what we'll do, guys, is a quick practice. All we're going to do is we're going to go through real quick. Let me just pull it up right now. And we're going to do a quick roll call, guys. And all I want to do on this is get you used to unmute yourself, say here, and then come back in, all right? So we'll keep it simple. So you'll just unmute yourself, come back in, and just say simple here, okay? Pretty sure everybody's here, but again, just to make sure. So you see here, guys, we're going to have it here, all right? So that's how I'm going to basically go off of. I'll stop it again. But again, just unmute yourself and say here, please. All right, Charles Anthony?
Here.
Hello.
Nice. Unmute, turn it back on. Conrad?
Here.
Nice. Gabriel?
Here.
Mute it. Mute it back, please. Miguel?
Yeah.
Nice. Owen?
Here. I can hear what he said.
Mute it. Alexander? Alex, you here?
Oh, she's here.
Nice. William? William? Just work on unmuting it. Is William here? William not here, boys?
He doesn't have a computer.
Gotcha, okay. Cool. Just put no computer. All right. Jean-Remy?
Here.
Nice. Anthony?
Here.
Beauty. Ryan? Ryan? Ryan here, guys?
Yes. Just wait.
Nicholas? Nicholas?
Wait.
Nice. Marc Antoine?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Justin? Justin?
Yes, he's here.
Beauty. Nico?
Nico is there.
Yostin? Yostin here?
Yeah, he's here. He's working.
All right, again, guys, right? Make sure do it. Making sure everybody goes through it for themselves. Maxime?
Yeah.
Nice. Theo?
Yeah.
Nice. Mateus?
Yes, he's here.
Beauty. Did I miss anybody?
No.
No. Easy enough. Sweet. All right, boys. So again, obviously we'll get, as we go through here, it'll get easier as each week progresses, right? Week one, obviously there's going to be some hiccups and all that stuff. So we'll be okay. We'll get through it, right? We'll start moving through. The one thing, guys, as we start off, right, an easy way to connect, right, with each other is to get to know each other a little bit more. So who on the team, by show of hand, feels like they know the guys pretty well in this team? Who's like, you know what? I know the guys pretty well. I definitely can. I'm going. All right, cool. Charles Anthony. So what I want you to do, buddy, is this, okay? You can unmute real quick. So one of the things, guys, we're going to start off with, we're going to play a game called Heads Up. I don't know if you guys have ever played it before, right? But it's a fun game that basically allows us to have a little bit of fun with each other. And the idea is simple. So you're going to have my screen on here, okay? And Charles Anthony, you're going to go to the front right now. So you're going to take off your headphones and you're going to go to the front of the class and you can't look at the computer screen, okay? Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Go to the front. Look at the boys. Go hang out in front. All right? And now, boys, we're going to play a game, okay? So he's not going to be able to look at the screen. He's just going to look up. Right? So you can't look at the screen. So coach, you can put down, yeah, exactly. Turn your screen away. Perfect. All right. So Charles Anthony cannot see the screen at all, right? Beauty. All right, boys. So all we're going to do is we're going to play a game here. The game is simple, right? Without telling him who it is, you have to act out who it is on the team, and he has to guess. Okay? He's got to guess who it is. So it'll be simple. Do a little practice round and get going. It'll look like this as we're going. Act it out. He's got to guess who.
No, act. Don't show who it is. Act.
As soon as he guesses, give me a thumbs up. Nice.
Oh my God. Skate. Move your feet. Reverse. Yeah. No.
Got it?
Oh, yeah. Hey. Oh, more.
Got it? Did he get it? I heard it. Okay.
Oh, 2-1.
You got it? Nice. Time's up, boys. Beauty. Solid. So you got 3. All right. So you got 3. 3 out of what we have? 20. We're in the 20s, right? All right, boys. We'll try one more round. One more round. We'll try it again. All right. You want to give it a go? One more round. There we go.
Don't act like him. Don't tell who it is. Don't say key. Agir comme lui.
Got it? Got it? You got it? Beauty job, guys. Beauty job. So again, guys, right? Let me make sure I mute it up again. I'll leave Coach unmuted there. So the point is simple, right? To get to know each other, like Coach said, we don't want to end up going out, right, and showing different parts. You want to act it out. So as we keep getting better, guys, we'll have a little bit more fun with it as we move along. But the idea is simple, right? Playing the role game just to see. We'll have a little bit of fun with it, obviously, but it's all about connection and getting to know each other on a better level. And that's the idea behind the game. Have some fun, get things going. And again, we'll do different games as we move along, but that'll be the idea as we move, all right? So starting off, boys, let's get it going. Let me move into here, pull it up. All right, so pulling up first things. Sorry here, 1 second. All right. So start off, guys, quick little refresher, right? I know that things have been going good. We're going to talk more about it as we move along. But again, we wanted to jump right into, start getting after some of the things that we had already discussed and went over, right, when we were up there. So some of the easy stuff, guys, again, we talked about the 3 fundies to own 1 mindset game. So the idea, again, guys, as we're going through the idea behind mindset, as we talked about, right? 20, we went through, we could be like this or we could be like this, right? We could be split up where some guys are jumping, right? Other parts are jumping, others aren't. We went through different examples of why the mindset piece is so important, of that we're all on the same page, right? And so the experience that we're going through online, guys, and the journaling and the language and the stuff that we're going to do is to drive it home, to really focus on the principles we talked about, but then obviously the language that you guys have created, build upon that, and then basically understanding how do I fit inside the mindset of this team, right? And that's going to be the idea. So awareness is our defense. We talked about awareness of how important it is of understanding, again, that game we just played is a perfect illustration of how aware are you of your teammate, right? How much do you understand your teammate? How much do you understand yourself, right? And again, these are different parts we're going to keep going through, because defending is what? We're playing defense against, like we talked about. We're playing defense against the different parts of where we came from, the different skill sets that we might have downloaded, right? These are the things that we want to make sure that if we become aware of it, we can control it and we can change it. But if we're not aware of it, then again, mentally we can go to a place that might not be on the same page. So that's the idea, that as we're going through, awareness is our defense, and we're going to talk a lot more about it today as we dive in to the journal. Language is our offense. Everything is all about understanding what's the standard of the team, what's the identity. You guys did a great job last weekend. I'm looking forward to hearing more about how you guys felt about it. But language, the body language we had, right? The consistency of the language of speaking to each other, the game that we played, the system that we ran, all this stuff is what matters, right, when it comes down to it. And then play is our game. Everything comes down to, at the end of the day, it's all about the play, right, and what we create off of that, boys, all right? Simple as that. We talked about how we're going to pull it together. Again, I am what I do. Identify, direct, own my game. It's as simple as that. So everything's going to come down to identifying, okay, what is my role? What does that entail? What am I doing at practice, right? Getting to the heart of that. Directing my game and making sure that I understand, hey, every single day I'm showing up, I'm sticking to and understanding that, yep, I'm pulling it together of what the team's needs are all the time, and I'm owning it. Did I do the work or not, right? Because the more we keep showing up, guys, and the more, again, we keep the journaling, we keep thinking about this, we keep communicating with it, this is going to get easier and easier to do. So simplicity plus consistency equals results. This is the whole core of what we're doing over the course of the next several weeks. We want to simplify the whole process, right? There's a lot of language, there's a lot of words, there's a lot of systems, there's a lot of players in the team, each have their roles, right? So we know it can get a little bit hectic with everything that's going on, right? We know with school work that we have going on, the different classes, different ideas going on, there's a lot of language and a lot of different things. Instagram, there's a lot of information being thrown at us. So over the course of the next several weeks, we want to simplify, right? Simplicity plus consistency equals results. So that's what we're going to get to the heart of, guys, is how to make it simple for you, right? And Bruce Lee's quote, love it, simplicity is the key to brilliance. If we want to become a brilliant team, we want to simplify it and we want to start to understand how we think together, right? Because simplicity is at the core of all this. So to show you guys, right, simplicity, we're going to do a quick little drill to just show you the power of simplicity. Why do we want to be on the same page? Why do we want to see the same exact thing? Why do we want to make it as simple as possible, make it black and white? Because all we want you guys to do is here, you're going to start off in the top left screen where it says green. In the top left where it starts with green, okay? And all I want you to do is, I can only see right now because of the sharing, I can only see 5 guys on the screen. So all I want you to do is when you're done reading, okay, I'll tell you when to go. Don't go yet, okay? When you're done reading, just put fist up in the air, okay? Just put fist up when you're done, but we're not going to start yet. So all we're going to do, guys, to show you the power of language, right? The power of simplicity is simple. You're going to read from green across. So you're going to go from each line, top line, green, yellow, purple, and on. So I want you to read that. Then you're going to go to the next line, start from red. Next line, start from blue. Final line, start from red. Okay? Don't start yet. And as soon as you guys are done, we just want you to put up your fist to show me that you're done. So I get it on the timer to see how fast it took us to read it. So everybody, right, you can read it to yourself. And you're just going to see how fast, when you're done, you finish with purple, the last word. Put up your fist real quick so I know we're done. And that's it. Ready, boys? 1, 2, 3, go. Beauty? Awesome. All right. So between it, guys, we ended up having 8 seconds of where we went, okay? Approximately 8. Okay? Now, this time, we're going to do the same exercise, okay? But now, as you're going, okay, you're going to make sure to actually say the color, okay? Want you to call out the color. So read it as the color. So don't say it as the green, yellow, right? We just want you to read the color that's on there as you move across. Read it the same way, except just read what the color is. Ready? Go. Beauty. So 8 seconds versus 23 seconds. All right, 8 seconds versus 23 seconds, or technically 24. We're almost there, right? So what does that tell us, boys? Right, that the moment the language changed, right, the moment we start to add in the different parts of how I feel, what we should do when we're making plays, right, or not having a great day, I didn't take care of myself nutritionally, right, our colors can automatically change, and it right away slows our minds down. The idea of it is simple. When we're looking at our team like this, it's easy to manage, right? And that's the idea of simplicity. But the moment we all have our own ideas and we're not on the same page, we slow down by 3 times as much, right? So mentally, we're trying to get here instead of being here. And it's a powerful illustration, right, of why simplicity is so important, because it's easy to lose track. It's really easy, boys. So as we move along, we want to start to develop some of these parts to really understand it. So I'm getting after it here. Let me just, come on. Sorry, boys, 1 second. All right, so stop and share. All right, guys, so the idea behind it is simple, right? We want to be able to, again, come up with, all right, how do I know day to day what it is that I need to do, right? So when we look at it from a team perspective, right, this is where everything's going to go and how we're going to start to take a look at and understand how to do this. You guys see this okay? Journal came up? Yeah, beauty. All right, boys. So as you guys can see here, this is going to be the framework, right, that we're going to go off of to get all of us thinking in that black and white, right, together, simplifying, so we're all thinking fast together. So the easiest way to do it, guys, is to take each day and answer questions, right? One of the things we talked about, guys, how every day, right, unconsciously, we know that whatever we feed automatically into our system, and again, we're going to talk about that more as we move along, but whatever we're feeding day to day, wherever we're thinking about day to day, is how we get better. So again, why do we work on the breakout? Why do we work on the power play? Why do we work on face-offs? Why do we work on the D zone? Why? Each week we're doing it because it's keeping it top of mind to remind us. As a team, this is what we're doing. As a team, this is where we are. No different, guys, with the mindset part. When it comes to language and how we're taking care of our bodies, these are the parts that we want to develop as a team and commit to and say, yep, this is what we do, right? As a team, this is what we're doing. And so as we start to look through the journal right now, it can seem like a lot, boys, in the beginning, but as time goes on, this will get easier and easier. But the idea is simple. What we want to do is keep this top of mind. We want to keep it at the top of our mind. And again, language-wise, it's everything. So when we talk about identify, we talk about play for that feeling. Play for that feeling. We know, guys, that when you zone in on the things that matter most to your needs, right, the non-negotiables, instantly you have that better feeling. So play for that feeling in this instance of where we are initially of what we're going to work on over the next couple of days is just to think about, all right, think about for yourself. We know that if you get good nutrients in your body, you're going to feel better, right? You're going to feel a lot of energy. If you haven't tried it yet, that can be maybe your challenge. Maybe you think I can just eat crap all the time and I'm going to be fine. I have plenty of energy. No doubt about it. Do you have energy? Sure. You can't argue it. At your age, guys, you'll have energy still, right? Just because of the age that you're at, all that stuff. But the players who do try out and go eating right, drinking enough water consistently, making sure they're eating clean, not a ton of sugar, all these things, you will feel a significant difference of energy than if you did the way you take care of yourself now. So the argument is, coach, I still feel energy. I'm fine. You can argue that. That's fine. But if you were to try for 30 days where you actually ate a healthy diet, really stuck to nutrients, cut out the sugars, right? Cut out basically some processed stuff, right? If you have different chips on, if you cut that stuff out, you notice a huge difference in your energy level. Huge difference. So again, it's a choice that when we talk about play for that feeling, if I want to feel mentally clear and I want to feel mentally better, this is an easy way to do it. Easy way to up my energy, feel clear, feel more focused just by zoning in on that. You guys have heard it a million times, but in the journal, we want to be able to look at it and go, all right, did I eat well and get enough nutrients to fuel my body today? So boys, all you're going to do is your number's at the top. Wherever your number is, you're going to come in. All right, so if you're number 31, yes, I felt great today. Done. Something easy, short, that's all we need. We don't need a crazy lengthy answer, right? You just put in, that's it. Rest, did I sleep well and get enough rest to help my mind recover? So again, the difference between the two questions, right? Did I eat well and get enough nutrients to fuel my body? Did I sleep well and get enough rest to help my mind recover, right? Because that's going to be the biggest thing, guys, that's affected by not getting enough sleep is your concentration level, your ability to react on the ice, right? So that might be a simple, no, I felt really tired this morning, right? That's it. You're just going to mark in, sweet, short, to the point, what you put in and what you had done, okay? Did I study any specific parts about my game, such as watching a video of my shifts, right? Yes, I watched a few shifts earlier today, right? Or later, whatever it is. And you just put in, yes, I watched a few shifts. Again, all you're doing is driving home, am I doing the things that are non-negotiable? Eating right, sleeping, studying my game, what I'm doing, these are non-negotiable, boys. Paying attention to what your behavior is, what you do, studying your game, it's non-negotiable, right? Studying what coach wants. Hey, in practice, am I doing, you know what, on the power play, this is my job. When we enter the zone, this is my job. In the D zone, this is my job. These are the things that you want to pay attention to and ask yourself, did I study today? Did I study it? Or did I just go on automatic pilot and didn't pay attention to anything today, right? Did I work on any specific skills, right? Yes, I worked on my shot after practice. After practice, right? That's it. Something like that. Yes, I worked on my shot after practice. Done. Right? Something real easy right now. We don't need to get in depth, but you're just going to put down what you had done. Right? Did I feel connected and excited to work hard with the team today? Connections. How did you feel today? No. I was frustrated with a few of the boys. Done. Right? No, I didn't feel the connection today. You know what? I was frustrated. Some of the guys goofing off, whatever it is, right? It's okay to put that down. It's okay to be honest because that's the whole point. Not every day is going to be perfect, and we don't expect it, right? But the coaches, we don't expect you guys to tell us what we want to hear. If you just tell us what we want to hear, boys, that's not helping us to grow and to get better. We want to see the pulse of honesty, right? If some guys are feeling good, other guys aren't feeling good, we want to be able to look at it and go, you know what? Why? What's going on? What do we need to get better at tomorrow? That's the idea of why filling this stuff in is going to play big time. And again, as we get better at it, you guys are going to see why this stuff is so important as we move along. But just like skating on the ice every single day, working at practice, working in the game makes us better hockey players. Just like going in the gym. working on our muscles, making ourselves stronger, and making sure physically we can handle the demand of the season. Mentally, this is the same thing. Mentally reviewing, hey, checkpoint. What did we do today with my fuel, my nutrients, my rest? What did I study today, right? My skills I worked on, the connections I felt. These are all things mentally that's going to help us come back to having a healthy mindset, to having a mindset where, again, everybody's in it together, right? So that gives you the idea. Now, boys, take a look at this real quick. I just want you guys to make sure when you fill in your own slot, don't worry about it. I'm just going to go through it, right? It's just going to basically fill in. And don't worry, the other one will just go away. So you see how it disappeared? So don't worry about it. Hey, it's not going across. It's not going to do that, right? If you've used Google Docs, you know that. But just in case, I get that question sometimes from the players and team. Hey, coach, I wrote it in, but my little thing disappeared. It's okay. It disappears, but every time we push on it, we'll be able to see what you said, okay? So don't worry about it. It's not disappearing. It's going into your slot. But we'll just make sure, just so we know that when we're writing in there, that it's all there. But again, the one thing we want you to be mindful of, that you are putting it under your number. Make sure you find your square, your number, when you put it in. Make sense, boys? All good? Thumbs up if it makes sense. Awesome. Beauty. Now, address my GPS. Yeah, Anthony, what do you got, buddy?
Coach had to wait up.
Can you hear me? Thanks?
Yeah, I can hear you, buddy.
Okay, I just wanted to say that part in French. I thought it was very important that if you don't mind.
Say what?
I want you to translate in French and talk about.
Yeah, no problem. Yep.
Can you go translate the product?
All set? Beauty. Thank you. So as we move along, boys, right? So the idea there is that's just the basics. That's the basics, right? That's the non-negotiable. That's the stuff that we know, hey, in order for me to wake up every day and stay focused mentally, these are the easy things to do, right? Paying attention to what I put on my body, paying attention to how much sleep I got, paying attention to what I studied today to get better, paying attention to the actual skills that I'm working on day to day, not just what the team might be doing, right? And paying attention to how connected I feel, keeping that pulse. But then addressing my GPS, boys, as we talked about here, right? You guys put down, you committed to certain parts of the game. And again, these are things that can change. We can be dynamic, as we talked about, one of the principles, right? Fixed versus dynamic or growth mindset. We can change up this language, boys, right? These things that we wrote in here, this is not going to stay in here and be the same throughout the full 6 weeks. It's going to change up. But the idea in the beginning is to start driving home, all right, what matters most. So when we look at addressing my GPS, right, and being able to direct my game, the idea from addressing my GPS is simple, boys. We've got the offensive, my high five, and we've got the defensive, my high five. So we talked about different parts, took the language that you guys had decided on, right? This comes from you guys. So all we're going to do is we're going to simply state this. How am I consistently going to play relentless with grit in practice today, right? If it's a practice today, you're just thinking about it first thing in the morning. How am I going to do that? Examples. Like we talked about, language is my offense, right? You want to become aware of specific examples during practice where you know you're practicing grit. You're specifically aware of being relentless. What specific drills? Where is it in the system? Where do you know that when I'm out on the ice, yep, I'm doing it? And you might be aware of you're naturally doing it. If you're naturally doing it, awesome. But just give examples of where you're doing it. So if you naturally do it, you might talk about, yeah, no, you know what? I was relentless in the corners today. All my one-on-one battles, when we did our 2-on-2 keep away drill, I was relentless on the guy defending, always on him, right? You're thinking up of examples of where you're actually doing it. This is important, boys, because what it's doing is it's driving the vision towards your head. So even though we're looking at the words here, when you're thinking about where you do it, you're going to think about it in pictures. You're going to think about it visually. And that's what we want to do is we want to create that image in our minds of where are we actually doing it. And that's the important part of the process is when we give examples, we want to know where am I doing it. Marty, you want to talk about that? You want to translate real quick and just give a
Coach, stop following.
Sorry, buddy, can't hear all of them. I can't hear from your. Can somebody unmute one of theirs? There we go.
For some reason, it does my new thing as a exclamation mark.
Hear me as I'm the control. You control everything.
Yeah, we're good? Okay, cool. So thinking about it, boys, right? As we move through, how am I consistently going to support, create 2 versus 1 all over the ice today? Same thing, give examples, right? Think about it. Where do I do that? Okay? When I go, how am I consistently going to focus on puck possession today? Again, same thing. Share examples. How am I consistently going to create at the blue lines today? Again, if we need to change up the language, no problem. We'll shift it, but think about that. Give examples. How am I consistently going to focus on my quality of passing today? Again, things that you guys said that we want to commit to that are offensive team principles, but we want to revisit every day thinking about, okay, how am I going to do it today? Right? How am I actually going to do it? Because we're going to use this, guys. We're going to think about how we're utilizing it in practice. And then obviously when we go into the game, it should be automatic. These are the things that we're going to think about after the game and look at and utilize even before the game as our visualization tool. So when we're thinking before the game of how we're going to play, here's the images that you're going to have right away of as a team knowing this is what we need to do. As a team, boom, here's what we need to do. I've got it down pat. So again, just like we go on the ice and we practice, just like we go in the gym and we work out physically, we come here to work our minds mentally to see it. Every day to imagine it. Whether it's practice or a game, I'm feeding that loop again and using my imagination skills to make sure that I'm aware of these are my high five. Offensively, as a team, this is what we're committing to as a team. Right? Again, you use the example of the black and white picture versus the color. Right? We want to make it simple. We want to make everybody here. Right? The one fist, not the separate fingers. So this is how we do it. Mentally, we keep coming back to these ideas. And again, as we go through, guys, we see here examples, right? How am I consistently going to play relentless with grit defensively? How am I consistently going to practice stick on puck today defensively? How am I consistently going to pay attention to my positioning today? How am I consistently going to read and react without being a robot today? How am I consistently going to perform with discipline? Examples. So again, boys, as we go through examples, let's make it simple, okay? So all we're going to do is you guys are going to type into the chat, okay? All we're going to do is type into the chat. I'm going to read a question right now, and I want you guys to just give examples. Let's just share examples so we can see the language come out. So all you're going to do is, okay, when we think about playing relentless with grit, okay, offensively, if we think about that idea, give examples. Share examples of what that actually means, right? What does that mean to play with grit, right? What does that mean? I got the chat over here. What does that mean? Everybody share an example. Try to give one example. That's all. Just give one example of what's a play in the game offensively that we do that shows when we play relentless or with grit, right? What's a play? Just share what's a play, right? T, beautiful, working hard in the corners every time and win your one-on-one battles as much as you possibly can. Awesome. Play hard, okay? What play? Charles Anthony, I'm going to challenge you on that, right? Play hard where? What do you mean? Right? First on puck, where? Where specifically? Right? Completing your checks, where? Where am I going to complete my checks? Is in the offensive zone, finishing on the defenseman, right? Where? Play physical, finish your check. When you give 100%, you get out of the corner with the puck, block shots. Again, where? Crash the net every time. Okay? Again, Anthony, when you think about that, when? When am I doing that? Is it when the puck gets shot out of the corner? Is it when we enter the zone off of a line rush? Is it when the puck goes to the point and I got to get to the front of the net when the D takes the shot? When? Right? Get specific, boys. That's what we want to learn, because right now it's all generalities, right? All the time. Anthony, cool. All the time is good. But again, specific. We want to drive home, guys, and actually say the words, right? Saying all the time is too general. Again, we want to make it black and white so everybody understands, right? Hey, today you're committing to it, right? You're committing to it, because the defenseman, right, saying that committing to getting to the net, right, that's not going to be the same language as it is for a winger. Those are going to be two different things. For a D-man getting to the net, it might be, okay, I'm going to get pucks to the net. For a winger getting to the net, it might be, I'm going to get in front of shots, right, and get to the net. So again, language. Language is very important. And we got some pretty good stuff here on the side, right? Some great stuff to start off with, boys. I'm going to take some pics of it, right? So we can see it there. We have it, right? But these are great to start off with. But this gives you an idea, boys, of as we're looking at this, right? This gives you an idea of what you could plug in, right? This gives us a great idea of what we can actually plug in when we start to think about this. So just getting a couple snaps here as we're going in. All right, to be able to show you guys. But this is some of the stuff, guys, as we're moving along, right? We want to get specific to what we mean. So we talked about being intense on the ice, working hard in the defensive zone. What specific plays are you talking about, right? Again, I'm going to be intense on the wall. When I'm having a one-on-one battle, I'm going to be intense on the wall. In the defensive zone, working hard, right? Cool. We didn't go there yet, right? We didn't go in the D zone just yet. Again, little signals that tell us, right? Blocking shots in D zone. Don't let the other player take a shot in your zone during PK, 5 versus 5. Right? So again, we're already moving ahead to the defensive zone, but we've been talking about offensively, right? Playing with grit. But you see, guys, how we're already moving towards the defense when we were talking about the offense. This is what we talked about how that attention to details is such an important part. Good stuff. Love that we're moving along, guys, right? That we're trying to go there. But that's the point of concentration. That's the point of what we're trying to get at, all right? But beauty answers, love it. So now let's get a little bit more specific, guys, on. Moving it out here. So now the next one. How can I consistently go to support and create 2-on-1s all over the ice? Right? How can I create support 2-on-1 all over the ice? All right, so I put it up. Ryan, yeah, you are so cute too, buddy. So how can I create support 2-on-1 all over the ice? All right, so again, when I think about that, how can I consistently do that? What can I do to support and to do that? All right, what can I do? Have a 5-foot support, love it. Communicate, active stick, take away passing lanes, yep, excellent. All right, communicate. Gabrielle likes the puck. Okay. Is that, yeah, you know what? When it comes to supporting, that might be it offensively, right? Goalies, different, right? They're going to have a different one. We're going to talk about that in a second. Anybody else, boys? See, this is a little bit tougher, right? Notice the last one we had things churning out, but this is tougher. You see how it's tougher? It's the equivalent. What's happening right now is the equivalent of going in the gym and trying to lift 200 pounds in your squat. Holy shit, that's hard. Your brain is doing the same thing right now. It's hard. What do you mean? How does that work? That's why we journal. That's why, boys, because you've got to get that language down and know specifically what situations are we talking about. We can't just say, hey, yeah, boys, let's go support the puck and create 2-on-1s today all over the ice. What does that mean? We need examples mentally so we can see it visually. But we need examples. We need examples from you, right? Because look how slow it's moving, right? You can see it on the ticker, right? You guys are struggling a lot more with this one than you were the last question. So this gives us some insight into, yep, here's something we got to work on. Here's something we got to identify, right? We got to identify, okay, what are examples of support and creating 2-on-1s all over the ice? And that's what practice is all about. That's what games are all about. That's why awareness is my defense and language is my offense. I've got to become aware of what this means exactly. Because right now, we don't have a very good language system for that, right? We don't have a way to actually teach it to somebody else. We don't have a way to imagine it in my head because I don't know how to actually say it. I'm not aware, right? You should be able to, just like the first question, you should be able to knock out the answers. But we weren't able to do it. That is why awareness is my defense and language is my offense, boys. Great example. Good job. But that's what we're going to work on, right? So as we keep going, right? Let's do one more, right? How am I going to consistently focus on my quality of passing? Okay? So quality of passing. How am I going to consistently work on my quality of passing? So if I'm going into practice, okay, what are some drills that we do? What are some plays that we make in the game? What are scenarios, right? What are the experiences on the ice? What can I do to make sure my quality of passing is high standard, that it's elite, right? That it's the best in the league, right? Look if the guy is lefty or righty before passing, okay? That's what helps you, yeah. Look at my teammate, right or left. Take the second to make sure your teammate is ready or available. Beautiful. Very good one. All right, is he on his backhand? Beauty. Make a quick pass on 2-on-1. Awesome. So again, Ryan, I'll challenge you on where are you making quick passes? Is it in the neutral zone when I'm coming through and I've got to go and, release the puck to the winger and take off, right? Where do I make those quick passes? Again, guys, we can't talk in general terms. Again, we're going to take 6 weeks to get better at this, but by the time we hit week 6, you're going to have exactly scenarios where you're going, why you're doing it. That's the point of these exercises, right? Hard pass on the tape, beauty. Look at speed of player, cool. Right, when you cross the blue line to go in the offensive zone, excellent, much better. Now we're getting somewhere, right? We're creating an image in our head, right? We're mentally driving home where we're going. Put heart into every pass. Take responsibility to make sure your teammate gets that puck. Be proud of each good pass. Beautiful, love it, right? Getting the emotional part out of it, love it, right? We talked about the physical, mental, and emotional. Off the breakout at the hash marks. Quick one touch to the center. Beautiful, right? How important is that play, boys? We know how hard that is. That can be sometimes, but that's the specific nature that, for me, right? If I'm going in, right, Anthony, I apologize. I don't know your number right now, but if I'm Anthony, right, And I know going into practice, for me, quality of passing is, hey, when I'm on the breakouts and the hash mark, make sure today I'm ready for my one touch. If I'm struggling with it, that could be the very thing that I'm going to go work on. I'm going to go work on my one touch to make it better because I know that's what raises my quality of passing. Does this make sense, boys? Awesome. So that's what we want to work on with the journaling piece, guys, is we want to start to develop the examples. So just like what we had just done in that exercise, that's what we want you guys to do inside the journaling starting today, and we can start to fill out examples. So this way you can start to get an idea of awareness is my defense. Okay, I'm aware of when I think about these questions, what pops up to mind, right? When I think about these different questions, it's going to show us what naturally comes to your mind. So you just want to fill it in inside here. You're going to put in maybe what you wrote, and you're just going to fill it out into your box. You find your number and just put it into your box next to what you think about it. As simple as that, boys, right? So we want to, again, develop the language and just see where are we, because the one thing you're going to notice between week 1 and week 6, there's going to be a huge difference. You're going to become clearer. You're going to understand it better. You're going to see it working on the ice, right? You're going to be communicating to each other better. So in the beginning, guys, don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. Just put down what you think initially, right? Just like you guys put those answers initially, some of them was challenging you on it, right? Coaches, we're going to challenge you guys to think more on it. But in the beginning, don't overthink these. Just put down what you feel naturally comes to mind for today. So 10-4. For today, we're going to want you to go through the rest of them. So just fill out every question that's in here, boys, right? And you're going to do play for that feeling as well. But you're just going to go through and just put down, okay? Relentless with grit. Defensively, what does that mean? Stick on puck. Yep. Where am I doing stick on puck? What are examples in the game? Positioning. Same thing. Where do I have to pay attention to my positioning during practice today? I know we played some games. We did some stuff. Again, positioning. Where did I have to do it defensively? Read and react. Where was I thinking, right? Reading, reacting, and not being a robot. Where was I using my creativity to do that? And then discipline, right? Goalies. So what we'd like to do is, goalies, what you guys are going to work on is, what is your high five? What are your 5 questions? What's that? You guys are going to pull together, and you guys are just going to work on coming together with a list of what are your 5, right? How am I consistently going to communicate to my defenseman maybe or to my teammates, right? How am I going to consistently move the puck up the ice, right? There's all kinds of different things of how I might consistently do it, right? But we
we didn't hear that last part. It was bugging out.
Can you guys hear me now?
When you start to talk about goalies.
Okay, yeah, apologize. Yeah, that's the computer talking to us. So with goalies, you guys are going to come up with your high 5, right? What's the most important? So it might be, how am I consistently going to communicate to the players around me, right? How am I going to consistently move the puck, maybe, right? What we want you to come up with is, what is your high 5, right? What do you feel are your most important high 5 questions? So goalies, you guys come up with it together, and then we're going to download it and plug it into our system here so you guys have it. All right?
So we need to create our own questions.
Yep. Together. What do you think are the 5 most important non-negotiable habits for goalies that you guys are going to execute day after day so our teammates know that these are the things that you guys are going to do? Goalies, make sense?
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. And then the last part, guys, is simple. We're going to start to get used to selling my points. And again, some of these things are going to change, but all we're going to do for selling my points right now is simple. Did I feel we enjoyed the heat today? All right, so we talk about that pressure, enjoying, we said in our language. And again, these are things that could change as time goes on. But in the last part of owning it, we're just going to rate it on a scale of 0 to 5. 0, not at all. 5, oh yeah, all in. It was awesome today. So it felt like a 1, a 2, maybe a 3, right? We want to see, how did you feel? And all you're going to do is you're going to put in, yep, felt like a 4 today. Did I feel it was a great day for hockey today? Not so much. Maybe I had a 2. Did I feel we paid attention to details today? Oh, yeah. Everybody was all in. We did a great job with that. Did I feel we were disciplined and structured? Pay attention. We, right? Did I feel we were disciplined? So as a team, yeah, no, the boys did pretty good. Could have been a little bit better. We got a 4. Felt like it was a 4. Did I feel I gave my best to play for that feeling today? Not bad. Right? And you're simply just going to add it up. So once you're done, you put down what you felt, give it a rating for yourself, and then bam, you total up the points. Right? We got 6, 11, 15, 18. Beauty. And it's done. Right? And we just keep a pulse of how we're feeling. As simple as that. Makes sense in that section, boys.
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. So we'll start working on that. Again, no crazy pressure right now other than just show up and do it. Just show up and do it. Right? That's it. We just want to start to get used to get in the gym, get in the mental gym, get in the mindset of just writing and thinking about what I need to do day to day. That's it. Because we're going to get cleaner and better as each day progresses and each week progresses. We're going to get better at this. So we show up and do the work. All right, boys? So that'll be the first thing. So every day we'll be doing, so we have, tomorrow we'll have journaling, right? We'll have it here. Sunday, you guys will get the click. Monday, right? And then we'll keep you guys posted on what's going on practice-wise as we move in for next week. The other thing, guys, we want you to complete. Now, this is just a one-time, but you'll be able to go in and adjust as you go. But just once, this will be due by next Thursday. Okay, so this is due by next Thursday. So you have almost a week to get it done. Okay, and all we're going to fill out is our D zone and offensive zone, like we talked about. Quadruple A, acceptance, awareness, accountability, adaptability. So we should have some of these already done. You should have them in your playbook. Come in. What do I accept about my role and commitment to our team this season? What am I aware I must do to serve my purpose for our team this season? What must I be accountable to if I'm going to help my team succeed? How can I adapt my role and skills to maximize my performance and experience with our team this season? Again, same thing. Whatever you feel, don't overthink it, but just fill it out so we know this is going to be version 1.0. Right? This is version 1.0, but we want you to start to think about these parts of your game. Simple, right? Then effort, right? Earning it. Again, offensively, creating the offensive mindset. Where do I have to focus my effort to give my best offensive performance for our team this season? Where do I have to specifically focus my attention to give my best offensive performance for our team this season? What specific plays will require my repetition of behavior actions to create offensive opportunities for our team this season? And again, guys, right? Don't forget, it's not just offense and that's it. Playing defense creates offense. So remember that, right? So just because it's saying offensive, don't forget that if I back check, if I play stick on puck, it'll lead to offensive opportunities. So just to make sure we're clear there. And again, what specific plays, repetition, what do I know makes my game noticeable, right? What do I know makes my game noticeable when I create offensive plays for our team this season? I'm there. And that's it. Okay? And so again, when we look at it, boys, we look at it same thing defensively. So again, as we're moving offense to defense, same exact questions, but you just think about it from defensive scale. All right? As we talked about. So you just fill this out, done by next Thursday, so you got plenty of time. All right? So whenever you feel like you can jump in, but just think about this, because this is going to help us, again, create a roadmap. What's your mental roadmap of where you're going? Where do you see yourself? And again, this is just version 1.0. We're consistently updating, taking a look at where we're going, but a week's time should be more than enough, or just under a week should be more than enough to be able to answer these questions and get them done. Any questions, boys, with that section? No? Beauty? Easy enough. Awesome. And so the one final thing, guys, I want to look at here. So you guys will get this link if you haven't gotten it already, but we should have it, right? The playbook, right? So this will have everything, guys, that you guys need. One-stop shop. So we're going to be using WhatsApp, Zoom, right? The journal that we just looked at, and you'll have your replay. So guys, when you use this link, this will go out to you if it hasn't, again. WhatsApp, you can click here to join. Make sure we join the WhatsApp group, because the group messaging, guys, is like text messaging every day. You're going to get little dings, little reminders, right? So make sure you turn on your notifications so it's hitting you when there is a message in the group. But we're basically going to put there, we're going to put reminders. Hey, guys, make sure you journal this morning. Make sure at night, right? We're going to do challenges, maybe simple challenges each day that we're going to send out, have a little bit of fun. But again, different things that are, again, going to keep on working on our mindset. Zoom info. Yep, Marty, what do you got?
That's a good class now. I'm sorry they didn't do the class.
What'd you say, buddy?
We got
The
class.
boys have to go to class now, right now. So-
Oh, okay, no problem. Okay, yep, so I'll just finish up. So we have that here, boys, and we're done, all right? And then I'll send this last thing out to you guys, and that's it. But basically, we'll have challenges this week, all right? We have that here. You guys see the challenges? Yep, all right? So I'll send that out to you guys, but these will be your challenges, all right? Send your name and selfie into our WhatsApp group. By Saturday, by tomorrow, complete 100% of our daily journaling and complete our mindset D-Zone system by Thursday, October 10th. All right, so you guys have that all down. Again, we'll send that out into the group, and we'll go from there.
Good.
Good.
Awesome,
Thanks.
boys. Good start. Have fun at class.
Oh yeah.
We'll get you the information here.
All right.
Later, boys. Thanks, guys. Marty, we'll catch up, buddy.